Pablo, what's a cheater in Uganda?
Omwenzi. Huh? Omwenzi.
No, I
like
don't
a person who cheats is omwenzi.
I don't mean a person who cheats. I mean a cheater.
A cheater, the animal, yes. Or the cheat where they write?
Jesus Christ. Let's just have a seat, Pablo. Just have a seat. Just have a seat. I didn't mean the cheater, the mwenzi. I didn't mean the cheat, the paper. What other cheater do you know?
I know chitata.
Jesus.
Chitata. I think he's a suspect in some illegal things. Yes, that's another one.
Where is Wakanda?
Wakanda is near Kawanda in Uganda.
The picture shows otherwise.
It shows otherwise.
It shows it's somewhere in Kabale.
And Kabale. Actually, I think they suspect it could be near Bunyonyi.
Yeah, Lake
Bunyonyi around
that
there.
That picture on our money.
They have Mulamba.
You'll
find their Mulamba. You'll find their these flowers. They're called. I've forgotten what they call there are some nice flowers there. Then they have these plastic cups where they trek Mulamba. They are so big you can even fix your head.
Yeah.
Those brothers can take Mulamba.
Have you ever seen a rhino in person?
Yes, I saw.
No, as in not on a picture, but in person, like at the zoo or the game park or somewhere.
Yes, I saw one.
I thought this was like the closest you've got to a rhino.
No, this one died.
Actually, yeah, this is the only northern white rhino.
Yes,
died this week.
Sudan. May he rest in peace. Yeah. So where is the funeral service?
It's yet to be communicated.
And who's receiving condolences?
That's a question to ask, by the way. Who's receiving the condolences?
And who's speaking on behalf of the government?
Nature Boy, Shaban. You know him?
Okay. Shaban, yeah.
Yes. He's the one who is organizing this whole thing.
The man with the well-kept beard, I tell you. I think he has just been cut out of a magazine.
I first saw you do comedy.
Yes.
On a stage at the National Theatre, and it was outside.
Yes.
You were in Theatre Factory. Was it Theatre Factory?
Yes, Theatre Factory.
Yes. Were you just trying out stand-up comedy, or you had decided and said, I'm going to make people laugh alone?
Actually, by the time we went outside, we had already come from afar. Before we came to the outdoor, we had started at it was a place called Stick Out then. I think it's now different.
Yeah, it's
and then we went to another place called TLC. It's now deceased. And then we came to National Theatre indoor. So that was the time we went outdoor was in 2006, but we were indoor from 2004. Yes, Pablo. So that was 2 years before.
You've been making people laugh since 2004.
Yes, the Dead Sea was still sick.
So you're doing Uganda Must Laugh, and who do we expect on the show? Is it a one-man show? You know this crazy thing that you comedians are doing? One-man show, special.
Oh, wow.
Sijui, what, man from Ombokolo? What?
Yes,
Is it also a one-man?
No, not specifically a one-man show, but the tweak to it is I'll be also sharing the story of my, should I call them my escapades, hilarious escapades in life. But we shall also be showcasing some of our prodigies that we have mentored. So it's going to be a platform for them to also, showcase their craft as well. But for me, it will be doing at least 1.5 hours of, my life is urban, rural to rural, urban. Yeah, so I'll be telling people, stick to urban, leave rural things, especially even the TV, stick to urban. Yes.
There's a joke I particularly like that you've done, but before I tell it to you, is there a joke you feel like you've told so many times, you are tired, but people love it?
Yes. Every time when people ask me, Pablo, when do you know you'd become a joke? And I tell them I knew I'd become a joke the day I was born, because when I was born, my father walked into the maternity ward, took one look at the baby and asked my mother one question, is this a joke? And here I am, a living joke. So that's one joke that I've been asked. And
are you married?
Yes.
Because I can see a ring. How is your life at home? Do people at home take you serious when you say, today I don't have Kameza money?
Yes,
do they
especially the landlord. Anyhow. They do. You see, there are two. There's Kenneth Chimuli and Pablo.
Yes.
Yes. So at home, Kenneth Chimuli Pablo stays at the gate, and Kenneth Chimuli enters the gate.
Who is Kenneth Chimuli? Is he a rough guy? Is he?
I don't know. What I know.
Because me, honestly, every time I meet you, I'm seeing Pablo.
You see Pablo?
I think I've seen Kenneth Chimuli once.
Yes.
But back in the day, who is Kenneth? Do you feel like Pablo and Kenneth get the same time? Or you feel like you're cheating on one of them?
Yeah, they are cheaters. They were talking about cheaters. I think for me, there's a fine line between Kenneth Chimuli and Pablo because they are strange bedfellows. Sometimes they are friends, sometimes they are enemies. But Kenneth Chimuli is the one who signs the legal documents, the one who's married with children. He's the one who attends to relative issues and, But Pablo is the guy on the stage. He's the one who executes the research that has been done by Kenneth Chimuli. Kenneth Chimuli does the research, does the observation, creates the humor that Pablo then executes. Now, if Pablo executes it perfectly, then Kenneth Chimuli takes the paycheck. Now, when Pablo successfully fails, then Kenneth Chimuli rebukes him.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever paid a bill using a joke?
Yes.
What joke was it?
I remember it was a joke about Sudan.
The rhino?
It's not Sudan, the rhino, South Sudan. It was about a joke about South Sudan. Yes. And a Sudanese walked up to me and gave me money that was more than they were giving me for the event. And it went and paid all the outstanding bills, even those that were sitting. Yes.
What's that one person you feel like, that one, even if she's funny, how? I will not crack a joke, for one reason or another.
I think that's a good question. I wouldn't crack a joke. I will crack about anyone as long as it edifies them. Oh. Yes, as long as it massages their ego. I will crack a joke about anybody.
You want this?
Yes, unless if this joke, beg your pardon, if this joke, unless if the joke is invading their privacy, or I wouldn't do that.
What do you take on nude photos?
Nude photos? It depends, what are they showing?
Did you see Daniela's nude photos?
I don't know whether it was nude, it was painted.
Yeah, she was painted.
Yes.
Does that mean it's covered?
Yeah, she covered the subject and kept the interest.
Pablo, you're confusing me.
Yeah,
was it a nude photo?
No? I wouldn't say it was nude. Reason being, when you look at it, you look at the patterns. Yeah. It's painted. If the person doesn't tell you that actually it's nude, you might not. If they tell you that it's a painting, you might not think it's a painting because the artist did it so perfectly that they kept it at the point of interest. Yeah, so they kept it at the point of interest, and it depends on your own interpretation to go like your imagination is what determines whether it was nude or not. But for me, I had an opportunity to look at it. And I don't think it was nude. It was artistic. It was yes, they left the interest. They left the interest. Yes.
Now, I'm not going to ask you to give us an a cappella of jokes or anything like that because I've had a good time with you. But Wakanda must laugh.
Yes.
Of course, you're going to fill up. We know that. What after that? What's coming through after Wakanda must laugh? We have laughed.
Yes, that's a very,
Kawanda.
Yeah.
Pablo goes back home, and what's next?
Yes, 2019, you stand up turns 10 years. We had Stand Up Uganda 10 years ago, where by God's grace I managed to win. Yeah. And Mnet, I remember when they handed me over the check, they said, we have given you the bragging rights as the king of comedy. So what we decided to do is to celebrate 10 years of Stand Up Uganda. And after Wakanda Must Laugh, we are going to go on tour, showing people what you've been doing in the last 10 years, regional tour, going to different parts of Uganda, and then we crown it all in 2019 with a big show. Are
you going to be on tour with Salvador, Omara Daniel, who was Sewa Chije was on that?
Yes.
Who was else? There was a number of comedians now.
Yes, there was
Prince Emma.
Prince Emma came through, wasn't there. Prince Emma wasn't there, but again, we're also going to have those who have come through even after, because there are those that have been mentored into the system and are brands. So those are people we also want to highlight as well. Okay,
as you sign out the show, Wakanda Must Laugh and RIP Sudan. Just give me 3 names apart from you. You say that guy is funny. Yeah, you're like, that guy is apart from you.
In
You say,
Uganda?
That guy is funny. Yes, in Uganda.
Wow, I think for me, every comedian who has given
I've refused.
Eh.
I will tell you.
Yes.
That guy is funny, that guy is funny, that guy is funny, that guy. Just give me 3 names. Just
You know the Lord's Prayer says, do not lead me into temptation.
But
I'll tell you, the truth be told.
Yes.
Every comedian has something special about them. Yeah, because we do different forms of stand-up. It might be stand-up, but it's different. There's something I like about everyone. I'll tell you, for example, I like Salvador's energy. Yeah. He has a presence. Yeah. I like Aleku's simplicity. Where he lays back with his mic and holds it. I like Anne's craziness. She gets out of her comfort zone and goes like, way.
There's a time she was on stage.
Yes.
And someone tapped her butt. And it was not in the script. I could tell because I was watching. She composed herself really well and boom.
And came up with it.
Yes.
I mean, you'll find every comedian, Napoleon, there's something about his accent and the way he plays around his real life. So for me, I look at Mendo, Habat Seguja, mimicry, So everyone has something different about them that shines, that I think it would be unfair to say that this one is this one is best. For me, there's something in every. There's a comedian I met yesterday, just yesterday. I didn't know him, but I liked the way he played around with satire. So there's something special. There's something special in every comedian. This is going to be
a special Wakanda man.
Yes.
Cut through, have, crack a rib,
yes.
break a rib.
And entrance is free, as long as you pay 50,000.
We'll see you again next
80,000.
Sunday. We'll see you again next Sunday. This is Pablo. He's just going to keep me laughed. It's going to be on Holy Thursday.
Yes, Holy Thursday at Theatre Ramonita.
Let's go. Pablo, allow me to sign out.
Okay, you can sign it.
See you guys next Sunday. Have a blast and peace.